Welcome to New Creation Gospel Mission Daily Devotional. Today, Saturday, 20th December 2025, we are dealing with the topic, Divine Restoration. Memory verse, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvellous light." 1 Peter 2:9. Bible reading, Ruth chapter 4, verses 1 to 22. It reads, "Then went Boaz up to the gate, and sat him down there. And behold, the kinsman of whom Boaz spake came by, unto whom he said, Ho, such a one, turn aside, sit down here. And he turned aside and sat down. And he took 10 men of the elders of the city, and said, Sit ye down here. And they sat down. And he said unto the kinsman, Naomi, that is come again out of the country of Moab, selleth a parcel of land, which was our brother Elimelech's. And I thought to advertise thee, saying, Buy it before the inhabitants, and before the elders of my people. If thou wilt redeem it, redeem it. But if thou wilt not redeem it, then tell me, that I may know. For there is none to redeem it beside thee, and I am after thee. And he said, I will redeem it. Then said Boaz, What day thou buyest the field of the hand of Naomi, thou must buy it also of Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of the dead, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance. And the kinsman said, I cannot redeem it for myself, lest I mar mine own inheritance. Redeem thou my right to thyself, for I cannot redeem it. Now this was the manner in former time in Israel concerning redeeming, and concerning changing, for to confirm all things. A man plucked off his shoe, and gave it to his neighbor, and this was a testimony in Israel. Therefore the kinsman said unto Boaz, Buy it for thee. So he drew off his shoe. And Boaz said unto the elders and unto all the people, Ye are witnesses this day, that I have bought all that was Elimelech's, and all that was Chilion's and Mahlon's, of the hand of Naomi. Moreover, Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of Mahlon, have I purchased to be my wife, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance, that the name of the dead be not cut off from among his brethren, and from the gate of his place. Ye are witnesses this day. And all the people that were in the gate, and the elders, said, We are witnesses. The Lord make the woman that is come into thine house like Rachel and like Leah, which two did build the house of Israel, and do thou worthily in Ephratah, and be famous in Bethlehem. And let thy house be like the house of Pharez, whom Tamar bare unto Judah, of the seed which the Lord shall give thee of this young woman. So Boaz took Ruth, and she was his wife, and when he went into her, the Lord gave her conception, and she bare a son. And the women her neighbors gave it a name, saying, There is a son born to Naomi, and they called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David. Now these are the generations of Pharez. Pharez begat Hezron, and Hezron begat Ram, and Ram begat Amminadab, and Amminadab begat Nahshon, and Nahshon begat Salmon, and Salmon begat Boaz, and Boaz begat Obed, and Obed begat Jesse, and Jesse begat David. Now the message. Divine restoration is more than God returning what was lost. It is God lifting a person into the place He originally ordained for them. Restoration is not merely recovery, it is repositioning into destiny. The lives of Ruth and Naomi beautifully illustrate this truth. Their story began with deep loss, pain, widowhood, and apparent hopelessness. Ruth chapter 1 verses 3 to 5 and 20 to 21. From a human perspective, their future seemed sealed in sorrow, and nothing remarkable was expected to emerge from their lives. Yet when God steps into a broken situation, He does more than repair what was damaged, He redefines the outcome. Through divine intervention, Ruth and Naomi were restored so completely that Ruth, a Moabite widow once considered an outsider, became the great-grandmother of King David. Ruth chapter 4, verses 13 to 17 and 22. Matthew chapter 1, verses 5 to 6. This is powerful evidence that when God restores, He restores with royalty in mind. No child of God is created to live in defeat, shame, or disgrace. We are born to reign according to God's divine purpose. Romans chapter 8, verse 17. Revelation chapter 5, verse 10. Naomi returned to Bethlehem empty and broken. Ruth chapter 1, verse 21. Yet God restored her joy and honor by placing a promised grandson in her arms, a redeemer who would preserve her legacy. Ruth chapter 4, verses 14 to 16. Ruth, on the other hand, was elevated from widowhood to nobility, carried into the lineage of kingship. This reveals a profound truth. God does not restore us to the place we once occupied. He restores us to the place He originally ordained, positions of purpose, influence, and spiritual authority. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10. Many may have experienced setbacks, losses, seasons of emptiness, or seemingly hopeless situations. However, divine restoration means God is rewriting the story. Through Jesus Christ, our ultimate kinsman redeemer, Hebrews chapter 2, verses 11 to 14, Galatians chapter 4, verses 5 to 5, we are brought into God's royal family. We are not born for failure, but to rule, to walk in purpose, to carry God's authority, and to manifest His glory. 1 Peter chapter 9, verse 10, Romans chapter 8, verse 30. God's restoration lifts us from the background to the forefront, from limitation to dominion, and from bitterness to blessing. Joel chapter 2, verses 25 to 27. Isaiah chapter 61, verse 7. When God restores, He crowns us with destiny. Just like Ruth, our story will not end in loss, but in royalty. Therefore, we must pray, trust, and patiently wait for God's divine restoration, because His restoration is always the best we can ever receive. Psalm chapter 27, verse 14. Lamentations chapter 3, verses 31 to 33. Central truth. God's restoration lifts us from the background to the forefront, from limitation to dominion, and from bitterness to blessing. Let us pray. God, restore me, visit me, and elevate me into Your ordained purpose for my life. May the Lord bless His word. Until tomorrow again, stay blessed and rapturable.